Grabe, maraming nagulat nang nagbigay ng babala si dating Senador Juan Ponce Enrile sa harap ng mga congressman. Panoorin mo ang video na ito.
1 month from now, we are faced with a situation where we have to go to war against any of our neighbors. Can we raise an army to defend this country and safeguard the lives, property, and freedom of the Filipino people? I ask the same thing with you as legislators, because that is the essence of your responsibility. Nobody answered the question. CEZA was not only an economic project, it's a part of the security of this country. Until today, that is the norm. And I do not know why people want to destroy it. I created that upon the behest of the president then. He sent me around the country to find places in the country that can be developed economically so that we can spread the risk of economic development in case of calamity or in case of a war. And we identified Kasambalangan, which is now Port Irene. We identified Giwan. We identified Zamboanga. We identified Antique. We identified several others, so that the economic development of the country is balanced, and if something happens in one place, it will not affect the others. What are you doing today in this country? You're bunching all the development in the western part of the country, put all the money of the people that are starving to pay their taxes in a risky place of this country. In case of war, the western part, western flank of this country will be blockaded. All those investments will go to naught, and the people will starve to death. Can you imagine that? That area is the anchor of the safety and national security of the country. To protect it, we have no enemy that can attack us from the east. We have no, our enemies may come from the south, from the southwest, from the west, from the northwest, and none in the east and the north. So, when we do our things as legislators, I'm leaving you. I might be dead tomorrow. I will not care, but you have to care about your children and grandchildren. You must always think of country first. How to provide them with their livelihood and how to keep them safe from other countries. Every country around us is our enemy, potential enemy. No exception. And that's why, may I beg those who have in their minds to destroy CEZA, please stop it. There is a purpose for CEZA. Until today, that purpose is being pursued. That's all the message that I want to leave you.
Thank you, sir. Rest assured that every member of this committee will bear in mind that country first. Yun din po ang aming pinaglalaban dito, that we will be fighting for this country. This is the only country that we have. And basically, napag-usapan po yung CEZA, the APAB, and the APECO. And we will be, actually, medyo hindi na po siya germane doon sa pinag-uusapan natin sa PAG4. But we have seen that the IGL which is the interactive gaming license that was issued by CEZA, is just a part of the whole economic package of CEZA and all other economic zone, and thereby the project, which is highly regulated and territorial. With that, we agree with the good senator the purpose of trying to scatter the economic zone in the different part of the country. But our discussion will only focus on the ills of these POGOs. And if the CEZA and all other economic zone have a good template on how to do it, then it is incumbent upon us and upon you to discuss it thoroughly for us to understand how it works. And yes, I follow your statement, Madam Katrina. And with your indulgence, I think we need your expertise. And we will see. Along the way, we will see if there are some violations or there are some perfection of the actual operation. Then we will be guided accordingly. So, Madam Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, we know your vision, and we are very thankful. And with this, I think I will be asking the members what is the sentiment of our members with regards to the presence of our good senator.
Chairman.
Yes, Deputy Speaker Albano, please.
Thank you, Chairman Dan. First and foremost, magandang umaga. Mr. Senator, you are our idol in Region 2, coming from Isabela. You are our true leader there, and we always follow what you say. Bilib po ako sa sinabi nyo dahil totoo po yung sinabi nyo, yung CEZA po is a very important hub and industry for the Philippines and especially for Region 2. And we need your expertise po. At alam ko po, God will grant you more years to come to guide not only the legislature but the Philippines, because CEZA is bringing a lot of benefits, not only in billions as Secretary Katrina has stated, but because it also involves the many jobs that have been given to Region 2, especially Cagayan and Isabela.
Mission, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir, you're recognized.
Nung dumating dito ang mga Amerikano, paano nila na-capture itong Pilipinas? Dinakade nilang Manila Bay. Sino yung admiral ng Espanya, hindi makagalaw.
Diwi.
Kung magkagerra at i-blockade ang magmula sa Palawan hanggang sa pasukin ang Pilipinas, anong puerto ang open para umandar ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas?
CEZA po.
Wala.
CEZA.
Maybe if you can develop something in the Bicol region to access the Pacific. CEZA is the most strategic port for this country. That area from Pagudpod all the way to Kasiguran in Isabela, that portion is an area that can support 50 million Filipinos economically. That's how important that is. And there is no one that can attack it. And that is why we have to develop that as a place to repair our government and our people, some of them, in case of war. In fact, even the Japanese who invited us, who invaded us, thought of that place as an exit point. They knew what they were doing. We Filipinos, we do not know what we want. We do some things without any purpose. My God, when you build the country, you have to build the economy, you have to build the system to safeguard that economy. That is what China is doing now. they had the time line. Be rich until 2001, develop your military until 2030, prepare for war from 30 to 50, and conquer the world. That is their purpose.
Thank you,
Mr. Senator.
Senator.
Thank you, Mr.
Sige,
Senator.
you still have the floor. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Senator. I agree completely, 100%. That's why I am supporting CEZA and its charter, and I will defend it as a legislator from Isabela and coming from Region 2. And Mr. Chair, I believe that the statement of our Secretary Katrina Ponce Enrile has already stated that there is no POGO in CEZA, and therefore there is actually not much jurisdiction that we have for this committee to hear from her or from Secretary Chief Presidential Counsel Senator Juan Ponce Enrile. With the indulgence of our members, we know that Secretary Enrile is 100 years old. Are they willing to still stay? But we would like to actually excuse them if it is possible, because there is nothing here that can elucidate more questions, because they don't have POGO at all. And our investigation here is primarily for POGOs in itself. But that is my opinion, and I leave it to the chair and to the body, Mr. Chair. But I would like to just say that under Madam Katrina's chairmanship of CEZA, I for myself have visited, has been improving tremendously and has been giving a lot of money to the country and to the region itself. And I, of course, would like to give thanks for her service and for her strength in making sure that CEZA will continue to give service not only to our region of Cagayan, Isabela, and Region 2, but the entire Philippines as well. So I thank you for your service, Madam Katrina. So again, I leave it to the chairman. I would like to ask the permission of our colleagues to exclude them if they wish to do so, or if they want to stay here to answer questions. That is their prerogative. And I would like to ask Madam Cristina and the chairman with that,
Yes,
Mr. Chair.
this is a comprehensive opening remarks. And I think it all boils down to comparing this to the operation of the PAGCOR. And I think and I believe, the chair believes, no, with the, members will allow me to, in deference to Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, we will be allowing you to be excused. But I think your deputy administrators are here.